Hello, it's your Friday review, and I have my able-bodied assistant. Say hello.
Hello.
There we go. Awesome sauce. Right. And it's not going to be a KO video. It's not going to be a SirToys video. Doing something official, because I feel like it. So we're going to review Transformers, Kingdom, whatever, subgenre, whatever it is, Deluxe, Scorponok. And this is the super ultra high detail, similar to the cartoon, honest, I promise, version of the character. Sure. The Scorpion mode looks okay. It falls down in a few areas, but it looks nice enough. Should we have a quick look at it? Okay. So he's got these bright purple, I was going to say orange then, bright purple claws that are very curved and animalistic in real life. Fine. Got these bright red legs, which I think he did in the show. Got bright red stinger. And this face, which he did not have in the show. This looks more like a spider to me. Let's stay at that. I know scorpions are arachnids. Look, 8 legs. I know that. But that ain't the face he had in the show. And it's got like the teeth here, teeth on the sides, and even little teeth in the back there. Yay, look at that. That definitely aren't the back of his head. See that? All the teeth? Looks like a spider, doesn't it? Yeah. Ignore the dog, she's being naughty. Very naughty, she's just not my tripod. Okay. And the claws will turn, there are hinges here, there, and everywhere, and they'll rotate, and they'll open and close, and that one's got a thing in it. Yeah, we'll get to that later. And this has got missiles in it, so we can find missiles as a scorpion. Look, he's a missile scorpion, and sure. Yeah, I know the original toy had those, and I've got it somewhere. But yeah, it's where they've tried to get the version from the TV show, and then they've tried to make it too realistic to the point where it doesn't look like it does in the TV show. And yeah, I mean, like the tail will bend here, and this is on a ball joint, so it can go all the way around and curl under and all that stuff. And then there's a hinge here and here, I think. So you can hinge this forward, but you can't really because of the way it transforms. So it doesn't really work that way. These are on ball joints, so these are on nice ball joints. These are fine. These are right at the back, and they work well. These at the front, these only ball joint here, and they're quite short. It doesn't work so well. These two are on the same ball joint, and if you turn them in any way, it looks like the legs are broken because see how they're joined there at the 2 at 1. So if you turn them in any way, it doesn't look right. That's a little bit lazy. If they're both on separate ball joints, it would look better. But this brings me on to my biggest issue with this mode. Are you ready for this? Do you want to see this? All the stuff underneath. So these legs barely touch the floor, and that's if you have them really curled under. You can't have them spread out looking like all menacing and wide, because he looks like a motorbike. He's off the floor. Look at that. So the legs barely touch the ground. Barely. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But you think, maybe the robot mode will be better. Before we do that, I'm going to remember to do a size comparison. Stupid me. And here we have Siege Impactor with the upgrade kit. So it's not a bad size deluxe. Yeah? We'll go with that. Okay. Should we transform it? What do you think? Use words.
We should.
We should, right, good. Otherwise people think I'm talking to myself, and that's crazy. Don't laugh. Okay. I gave him the choice of this and Air Razor. He picked this one. It's not my fault. Should we transform it? Yay! Let's turn it upside down and see most of the robot mode. Okay. So we can get the scorpion legs, and they're on a hinge in here and here. So we're just going to push the whole hinge piece back. Just to give a bit of clearance to manipulate these chest carapace pieces. So we're going to try and wriggle these out a tiny little bit more. And then we're going to get this leg, because it's clearly a leg, and straighten it out without trying to mess with too many things. Straighten it out to there. Turn it to the nice purple bit rather than the grey bit with a hole in it. Do that. And then we're going to get this, which is this one of the selling points. Look how nice this leg goes into the tail. Look at that. It's like, yeah, but you sacrifice all articulation for it. So, you know, let's try and push this through with a little... Look at the heel. Goes through the hole. Yeah, sure. Don't laugh at me. Okay, we're going to straighten the toe out. Bring this leg down, turn it. I might as well bring that foot up. The legs are done. Yay! They're out the side of a scorpion. There, it's done. What do you think? Look, what do you think? Stop laughing at me. Okay, so we're going to bring this tail piece up, just out of the way for now. And we're going to notice that this hip is on a swivel. And in there, can you see what that is, boys and girls? This is the dreaded double hinge. So we're going to rotate it so the purple bit's at the front, and the legs are pointing to the front. And we're going to get this double hinge, and we're going to fold it all up until it's like there. Roughly. Because you can shove it further, but that's not right. It'll look like it's right, but it isn't. But we'll get to about there. Okay? So this is floating. Now, we've got this out of the way. We're going to bring the shoulders down one notch. Because they go down one notch. Try and wriggle the head out. Now, I actually had to look at the instructions to make sure I was doing this right. Because I thought, oh, well, there's a big hole. There's the head. The head seems to rotate. It'll go inside. No. It goes from there. See that? To there. That's the whole transformation for the head. That's it. Just to cover up the little chin bit. That's it. That's stupid. Fine. Put that to there. And now we can close this whole chest piece up. And that's basically the body done. Yeah, so we got the shoulder. Well, we can bring the shoulders down now. Shush, puppy, shush. Bring the shoulders down now. We've got the head, we've got the shoulders, the arms, we just need to straighten up in that. We got this, we got the chest, that looks nice, blah, blah. And we got the feet, they're okay. They've got these giant hinges. Look a bit spindly, but fine. Bit short, fine. There are extension kits I've seen. We go up to the waist, and then there's this giant empty gap with just that square. That's how it works. That's how it's supposed to work. How bad does that look?
Very.
Very. Right, good. Okay. Leave the boy alone. Bad puppy. Right. Now we're just going to do some tidying up stuff. So we're going to fold the tail down, which should give us clearance to bring back the scorpion face. Okay. Fold that inside here. Close it up. And now, before we bring up the scorpion tail, we've got to play Hide the Legs. Everyone's favourite game. Game show jingle. There we go. We're going to rotate these on the ball joint, fold them on the back. Bring the tail down a bit more. Rotate these on the ball joint and interlock them. Rotate this over the top. I'm just going to do it just for my sake of in every other. Rotate this over the top, and then we get these ones and just turn them and shove them up. That's about as good as it gets. And then we fold up the tail as close as it can get and shove these next to it. And that's playing Hide the Legs. Look how good that is. It's not, is it? Okay. Now we straighten the claws to the front and straighten them up, and someone's knocked my tripod again. Straight to the front, blah, blah, blah. And that is Scorponok in robot mode. And adjust the tripod and stuff. The puppy's trying to eat my son. Sorry. And I've grown to like him. I've forced myself to like him because he's an underdog, and I love the underdog. I've got two dogs. One is under the other because she's shorter. Stop laughing. It wasn't funny. But I don't know what they're trying to do with this because, like, everything in everyone's mind says that this piece here, if we open up the chest piece a little bit, should be in there. Everything in everyone's mind says that should go in there. But it doesn't close. It won't close like that. See? That does not fit in there. It doesn't. I don't know if I could cut away a little bit to make it fit, but it doesn't fit. So you've got to, by definition, leave it like that, which looks terrible. The legs are an absolute mess on the back, but sure, the dogs are being really naughty, so I'll have to hit them later. I'm joking. The tail over the head, I mean, sure, would I have liked it a bit further back or a bit more articulated? I guess. 1 second. Oi! Enough! Yeah. The legs are too short. There are extending kits, but you know when you transform it to the Scorpion, instead of one going into the body and one going into the tail, they just curl underneath and then the body's even further from the legs. Is it something I'll look into? Maybe. Is it something I'm actually going to do? No. But they've got all the articulation in and out, turn, over 90-degree bend, they got the rotation in the ankle. This one's got just toe, no heel. This one's got entire foot because of the transformation. Arms rotate, there's a little bit of that if you want to do them up and down. Inside, rotate all the way around, 90-degree bend, rotate there all the way around. And they open and close. Oh, the head's on a ball joint, but this is kind of stiff, but I don't really care. It doesn't really give you that much up and down, to be honest. I know, I'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to the weapons. So in this hand, like the original toy, you have the classic twin missiles. No spring-loaded. Well done. I hate spring-loaded missiles. They're hollow on one side, so you have to have them this way, which means when you're in Scorpion mode, you can see the hollow from outside. Sure. And in this side, because he had it in one episode of the show, just one, and the toy had it, which was terrible, and I tried never to use it, and I've seen people do customs specifically to remove that aspect of the original toy, because they hate it. Oh, look, he's got the cyber bee. Oh, look, it's a little bee that's in there, and you can do it with the missiles as well. You can unplug it, and you can send it, and in that one episode, it attached to Prime and made him angry. Ooh. Does this look cool to you? It does. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was stupid, but okay, it looks cool to you. And I'm going to have to pause because I've got an incoming call. Hang on.